Hello muses, it's actually, I don't know when this video is gonna be posted. My life is such a mess right now. Hello muses, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Musing with Meirys here, it's Meirys. I have some news for you guys because I feel like I need to do this video, catch you up on what has been my life for the last, I would say 10 days. And yeah, let me catch you up on what's been happening. So if you read the title, you probably know what I'm gonna be talking about. So let's just get it out of the way. Let's just, talk about the elephant in the room. So yes, I did test positive for COVID. It's been almost a week since I got the results, but I've been feeling a little sick for like 2 weeks now. But I didn't just get tested until a week or so. But let me kind of catch you up on the whole process, what were my symptoms, how I found out. I've been quarantining in my house for the last 10 days now, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been crazy because as much as I love being home, I can be an introvert sometimes, but when I have to, when it's like, okay, it's not like because I want to be home, it's as a necessity, like I have to be home to protect myself and others, it's kind of like overwhelming, and I've been going crazy for the last few days. But let me see where I can start. So if you guys know, I made a video, I think it is only one video, on a new series that I wanted to call Vent with Meirys. So I think I'm going to put this video on that playlist, just so if you want to go back to the other video that I have where I'm just like talking about my life, and you guys, it's a little bit more personal, so I'm gonna put this video on that playlist so you can go check it out, and I'm gonna leave the video in the description box below. I think in the first video that I made in this series, I talked about books and how books got me out of depression and how I became a reader, like to read for fun. So yeah, that video is up there if you guys want to go watch it. So the main reason why I haven't been posting on this series, on the vent, I can't say that word, it's like venting with Meirys, vent with Meirys, you guys know. But yeah, it's because it's so hard for me to talk about me, about my personal life, and not the so happy times in my life. It's hard for me, it's hard for me to open myself up, but which is why I actually contemplated a lot in either posting this video or not, because I don't want people to think oh, so people are taking COVID as a trend, okay, so you got COVID, so you gotta make a video, everybody gotta know. No, actually my friends didn't know until I started to feel better, after I got the results, and I was already feeling better, because it was just I was processing the whole thing, and I was feeling sick. I was feeling really sick, so I didn't want anybody to worried about myself or anything. Obviously my parents knew that I was sick, but my friends, or even on my other social media platforms like Instagram, I hadn't mentioned anything. And yeah, I just want to put that out there, because I know I belong to this online world where people take everything as a trend, and now with COVID, I feel like people are taking it less serious, and it's just oh, it's just another flu, it's whatever, people are just, and whatever your take is on COVID, however you feel about it, it's important that we take care of each other, because it is real. And I'm not saying just because I got it now I know it's real. It's just the saying where until it happens to you, you don't really know how it is. Exactly, until it happens to you, until a family member of you dies from it, or you get it and you get sick, you won't get it. You won't understand the magnitude of this virus. But that's not what this video is about. Of course, I just wanted to touch base on that, but it's about me in a way. It's about catching you guys on my life and how I've been doing. And if you follow me on Instagram, you already know I made a series of stories just explaining like my situation and everything. But if you don't follow me on Instagram, which you should, gonna leave it in the description box below as well, because I'm more active there. I'm always posting there, and that's where, like, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have noticed that I was a little absent because I was sick. Anyway, so I wanted to just make a video here on YouTube because I don't know, I feel like I need to build a community here as well. And if you don't follow me on my other social media, like, you should also kind of like, you know, be aware of what's happening if you care, you know. I don't even know. Anyway, so I'm drinking some tea right now. This is what it's here. This is what I've been drinking for the past 2 weeks. Just drinking a lot of tea, eating soup and nothing too heavy, even though my appetite is back now. So I've been eating, you know, real food. Like, I just ate 2 hot dogs this morning as breakfast, just because I feel like I haven't eaten in such a long time that I'm starving. Like, I want to eat everything in my fridge, which that's a good sign. That's a good sign if my appetite is back. But I feel like I'm all over the place and I'm not really saying anything. So let me start with the first thing, which is how I found out I had COVID. So I got sick, like starting to feel sick November, that weekend, the 14th. Yeah, November 14th. So that was a Saturday. I woke up with this tremendous headache. Like, it felt like it was my migraine. Back when I was in college, I used to suffer from these really, really bad migraines. So I just thought, like, you know, okay, my migraines are back. I just have a really bad headache. It's fine. I remember I took like 2 Tylenols and whatever. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait for the pill to do its thing and like it will go away. The next day, it didn't go away. So it's now Sunday, and it's not only my head that is hurting now, my back and my whole body was just hurting really bad. I'm like, okay, this is weird, because it's not just my migraine now, like my whole body hurts. I didn't get a fever, so I was like, okay. I was also like in my lady days, if you know what I mean. So I was like, maybe it has to do with that. Like, maybe this month is just, you know, a crappy month. You know, it happens sometimes. So I didn't pay attention. But then a close friend of mine, she texted me. She's like, Chris, you know, some of my other friends call me Chris instead of Meirys. They know I hate Chris, but they, you know, they knew me like Chris. It's fine. And out of the point. But yeah, my friend was like, Chris, I tested positive for COVID, and I had contact with her that same week. So it's Sunday, and I saw her that week. I believe I saw her on Tuesday. We went out to have some drinks, and yeah, we had contact. You know, I was exposed to her. So she told me, she's like, I tested positive. I think you should get tested as well. Mind you, I'm already feeling sick, and she's telling me that. I'm like, okay, like, that's when I started thinking of the possibility that I might have COVID. I was like, okay, like, I was not thinking about it, but now it could be a possibility. And, you know, it was a little bit overwhelming because I'm still working. I was still going to the office. That's, you know, that Monday, yeah, she told me on a Sunday. That Monday I was gonna go to the office like I was working, so I didn't know what to do. I'm like, should I say anything to my boss? Should I just start quarantining now? Like, I didn't know what to do. So whatever, I was like, you know what, maybe it's not that, you know, you don't want to think that you might have it. You just, you know, I'm like, maybe it's something else, whatever. So that Monday I went to work. Again, I had the same huge headache, my body ache, everything. I was really, really feeling sick, but I still went to work. I still pushed through until Wednesday. On Wednesday, I was like, okay, like, this is it. Like, it's been a couple of days now, and my body is still hurting a lot. My headache is still not gone, no matter what I take. Like, I'm just gonna get tested. I'm just gonna get, you know, a COVID test. Mind you, getting a freaking COVID test when you don't have insurance and in New Jersey, it's a struggle, because I went to 3 different places. You know, they were doing it for free, but like the waiting time was just out of this world. I went to this place and they were like, oh, I went like around 1 p.m. They were like, oh no, you need to come at 5:30 in the morning, get your name on the list, you know, put your name down on some list, and we'll call you when it's your turn to do the test. And I'm like, at 5:30 in the morning, like what? And like when I went, there were like people still there since 5:30 in the morning, still waiting to get tested. I'm like, I cannot do this. Like, I need this fast. I need to know. I need to get this done. So whatever. If you don't know me, I used to work as a receptionist in a clinic before, in a community clinic. So it's a clinic specifically for people that are uninsured or, you know, low resources. So I still have some connections there. So I spoke with somebody that I knew there, and they gave me all this information, where they were doing the test and everything, and I did it. I got it done that Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was Thursday that I got it done. Mind you, I'm still going to work. I'm still like feeling really sick. My appetite was just gone. Like, it's not like I couldn't taste or smell. I could, but I wasn't hungry. Like, I didn't want to eat because anything wasn't like appealing to me. So by this time I have body aches, the headache is still not gone, and my appetite is gone. So I think that in retrospect, now that I look back, I shouldn't, like, feeling this way, I shouldn't have continue to go to work. But, you know, we're short staffed. I still wanted to, you know, help in the office, so I still went to work until I got the results. But of course, I never, you know, even before I got sick, I always have my mask on. My desk, thankfully, it's like separate from all the other desks with other employees in my office, so that was also good. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna, you know, work until I get the results. But yeah, that Monday while I was at work, they called me like, oh, are you Christmas Martinez? We want to let you know that your results came back positive. Please, you know, isolate yourself. You have to quarantine for 14 days. You know, drink lots of tea and stay hydrated and rest. That's basically all they said. They didn't recommend any medicine or anything. They just told me to go home, quarantine, drink lots of tea, stay hydrated, and rest. Let my body rest. So the moment I found out, like I said, I was at work, so I told my manager, she was there, and you know, she was like, yeah, you have to go back, you have to go home, and they all had to get tested. Everybody in the office had to get tested. Thankfully, now I know they're all negative, so that's like a relief to me, because when I found out, I wasn't scared for me. Like, for some reason, like, I'm young, I'm healthy, I knew that I was gonna be fine. My fear was like, okay, who did I infect? Like, I was scared that I might infected someone that might not have the same luck as me, that might not, you know, that might have a complication and would not take it as well as me, even though I was feeling pretty crappy. But come on, we cannot compare body ache to someone that, you know, needs a ventilator or anything like that. So I was scared for that, because in my office I do work with like older people, and you know, I was just scared for them. Like, what if I infected them? So that's why I was like really scared and worried about when I found out. And of course, I live with my boyfriend, so I was scared that I might have infected him. He suffers from asthma, so all those thoughts were just like, you know, entering my mind, like, oh my god, what did I do? Like, I should have stayed home the minute I felt sick. Like, you know, I was just concerned and really worried about who I might have infected, because I didn't stay inside when I was feeling sick. But you know, like I said, thank God everybody in my office that works with me tested negative. My boyfriend actually tested negative, and we live together, which is crazy. I don't know how that happened, thank the Lord, because like I said, he suffers from asthma, so I was really scared for him if he tested, even though he told me like that he was feeling fine, he doesn't have any symptoms. But you know, some people might be asymptomatic. So anyway, he got tested and he came back negative. I was quarantining in my room the first few days, but then, you know, I was just like, I'm gonna go crazy if I stay in this room, like just from my room to the bathroom, I'm gonna go crazy. So I just told my boyfriend, like, just stay apart from me. I'll sanitize everything after I use them, but I cannot be in my room, quarantine in my room, which they actually told me that, like, oh, if you live with somebody, please, like, isolate yourself in your room and try not to have contact. But I just couldn't do it, you guys. I couldn't. So, I'm still taking care of my boyfriend. Like I said, like, we're trying not to really be in contact, which sucks. But yeah, so that's what happened. That's how I found out. That's how I got tested, and I've been quarantining since then. Now, of course, like I mentioned before, in the office we're really short staffed, so just because I'm quarantining at home, I'm still working. At least trying to help with the resources that I have in my home, because my computer wasn't remotely set up to work from home. So I just been trying to help in the office as much as I can. I'm a recruiter. If you don't know, you can watch my other videos. I think there's a vlog that I made during, like, the beginning of this pandemic, where I'm talking about essential workers. You can learn there, like, what I do for a living. So yeah, I've just been trying to help out from home, work from home, as however possible I can. And yeah, that's all I've been doing, guys. As for what am I taking, I'm taking, like I said, lots of remedy tea. Hispanics have this tea that I swear it cures all cold, all flus. It's the best tea ever. And I'm gonna leave in the description box, I'm gonna try to leave the recipe. It might sound gross because I posted on my stories and everybody was like, is that onion on tea? And they were like freaking out, like, who puts onion on tea? What is that? Like, that disgusting. I'm like, it's a remedy tea. Like, it's not just like, tea, whatever. It's like supposed to be a remedy. So this tea has onions, half a red onion, cinnamon sticks. It has orange peel. It has lemon. And it has ginger. That's a very important ingredient. Yeah, it has ginger. And what else did I put in it? And I just sweeten it with honey. So that's basically, I'm gonna leave, if you guys are interested in the tea. Works great to bring your immune system up. This tea has been, I think, passed down through generations in any Hispanic or Latino families, and it works. I'm telling you, it works, because I've been feeling better ever since I started taking it. And also my dad brought me this, like, vitamin C, like, drink, which I could show you guys. But yeah, my dad also brought me that, and just drinking Gatorade and just trying to stay hydrated. And for the pain, I was taking ibuprofen, but then somebody said that ibuprofen, like, doesn't work well with the virus, to stop taking ibuprofen and to rather take Tylenol. So I stopped taking ibuprofen for the pain and just taking Tylenol. I'm taking the Tylenol, I think it's 500 milligrams. It's the extra strength bottle. It says extra strength. And I take two. I have to take two because one wouldn't do it with my back pain and the headache. But that was like a couple of days ago. I'm happy to report that I'm feeling so much better, thank God. My headache is gone. Like, sometimes I get like the occasional headache, but nothing like before, like when I first started feeling sick. And my back also, like my body ache, it's starting to subdue. Like, it's more of a low level now. So yeah, I've been feeling pretty great. It's just this staying at home that it's making me, you guys, it's making me go crazy. I don't know how people do it. People who like just work from home or like just stay home all the time. I don't know how you guys do it. But I think I love being home. I think I just being restless because I have to. It's like when I want to stay home because it's like because of my own will, like I find staying home the best thing ever. But when you have to, it's like, I don't know. Like, I've watched all the series, I've read like 2 books, I've listened to audiobooks, and it's only been 10 days, you guys. Like, I'm legit going crazy because I don't know what to do. Like the days are going so slow. I've been cooking, and of course I've been cleaning, disinfecting my apartment every chance I get, and it's crazy because I'm just so restless. I'm always someone that needs to be on the go, needs to like be actively doing things. So if you have any suggestions of like what I should do in the sense, like, you know, if you recommend anything that I should do at home, I don't know, like give me some ideas that is not just watching Netflix and eating all the snacks and all the calories in my couch. Please, I need your help. But as for YouTube, let's see, Christmas is coming, December is coming, and of course people do vlogmas, people do all these kind of things for Christmas. But like I said, like I've been feeling good, so I could also do vlogmas, but I'm not sure, just because I feel like my life is just so boring. Like even when I'm working, I'm just working at home, and even before quarantine my life was like this, you know. I'm not someone just to like go outside that much. But I don't know if you guys, it's something that you guys would like to see. Like maybe I could do weekly vlogmas. If you don't know what vlogmas is, it's just you record, you film every day of your life from December 1st to December 25th. You record every day, you know, film every day of your life. But like I said, my life is kind of boring, and I don't want to just put out content just to put it out there, like with not that's the word, meaningless content. I don't want to just do that. But I can maybe do weekly vlogmas, like do a compilation of a week in my life and just do it weekly. I could do that, or I don't know, any ideas that you guys may have on what you would like to see. You know, I'm open to it. I obviously have the time now, so bring me your ideas as well, what you want to see for next year. For 2021, I don't even want to like say my goals or my plans, because you never know. I mean, 2020 I had all these ideas, all these goals, and look how it turned out. So I don't want to like say anything, I don't want to jinx it, but I have a couple of things in my mind for my YouTube channel, and things that some people have been requesting, and I just been like no. So it might come in 2021, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's basically my life update. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.